Yo, yo, how you doing, Grizzler? Oh man, we're so close to Christmas now. You doing all right? Hell yeah, man. Ugh. Update. We gotta wait for the game to update that and start and everything. So we're still good. We're still doing all right. I'll be talking to Scott and Polker and them about what servers are down. What? Servers are down. What are we doing then? What other games do I have? Um, um, let's see. Let's see. 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Oh man, sneezing. All right, give me a second. Yeah, so 10 p.m. Dang it. Okay. Well, if it's 10 p.m. Hmm. Man. I mean, I'm installing an update right now. Is what it's doing. So I really don't know. If we can't do that today, um, I 7 hours is crazy. But if I can't do that, I might jump onto Borderlands because I want to try and get mm, progression towards doing the new Ultimate Vault Hunter mode and the new raid thing. Although, like solo, it'll be not as good. Might have to go in there with a team, but we could at least try and see what it's like, see what's going on. There's that. I was planning on playing Minecraft tomorrow, but I could play today. I could also go play. I got to do a little bit of Night Rain stuff because I want to unlock stuff for the new character. There's that. Um, there's things I could do in Destiny. There's always things I could do in there, and even though, And then besides those games, those are the ones I want to play. I've got man, something stuck in my throat. I've got Sea of Thieves I could do, Witchfire, which I haven't played in a little bit. But yeah, if I could play this game, do it, then that'd be nice. So we'll have to wait and see. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm. Reckoning Part 1. Nah. How's uh how's that automation game going? Arc Knights. How's that one going? Is this the beta still going on, or did it ended up, or closed the closed beta? Early? Yeah, it's closed beta. Is it still going on, or is it still going on? Is it still going on, or is it ended? Did it end? Man, I can't speak today. But you fell off of it. What was there just not enough yet in the game? It's going, but you got bored. Right. Have you been getting bored of stuff recently? I'm trying to figure out what other story based or like more linear game I can play. We've actually been losing interest in gotchas in general. Really? They seem very just come in, get your tokens, and then leave. ZZZ sounds great right now. ZZZ's comment is amazing. I'm telling you. ZZZ comment is great. I just, because it's a gotcha, I just, man. I don't know. That's probably not because it's a gotcha. I probably left it for a different reason. I couldn't stay in there. I don't know why. I don't know what my reasoning was for just not continuing. I don't know. It was fun though when I played it. Back when I played it. Star has barely anything happening, and you're also pissed at some of their choices. Huh. So it seems like right now would be a prime time to go and find a co-op game to go and play then. That, and it's also winter sale. Steam winter sale. Man, that thing, I've been going through and looking at stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot that's on sale. It's crazy. Man, yeah, I still think ZZ has cooler comment than Star Rail. Version 4 is delayed by another 2 weeks, so it's basically out into the new year. No, I haven't heard news when it comes to either developers for gotcha games in general, anything like that. It's kind of hard for me to get news of that just because I don't typically look for any of it. Japan and China are not cool right now. Ooh. Hmm. That's not the best. And it's affecting, again, I'm guessing, a lot of stuff. Hmm. You know, have you? Here's my question to you, Inquisitor. Have you ever had an interest in playing Baldur's Gate? Whenever that happens, the Chinese companies have to redo or cancel anything Japan related. Ah, yeah, okay. So I guess it happens a little bit more often than I anticipated or thought. Yeah. No, what were you ever interested even in the slightest with Baldur's Gate 3, or at least that like D&D turn based or turn it is turn-based combat. Turn-based combat. You're not into? what is, I don't know what CRPG is. Is Was E33 not? I know it was turn based, but was it not? Did it not feel like that? Was it? Did it feel more like closer to your like gotcha teams kind of thing? Because it feels like you would like it because it goes similar to the gotcha where you have your turn based and then you know to, you have your team comp and then you gotta use your abilities and work with your team together, that kind of stuff. Seems like it's similar, but that just might be my outside perspective talking. I was saying that I was talking to Scott and them, and I've realized that I'm I enjoy Souls, but not completely. Just because I don't like the staying in a boss for hours and hours to finally just beat him. I struggle with just that. I feel like I struggle with it more just because it's a little bit harder to see my personal progression when it comes to just being better at the game. Just because it feels like I'm not progressing, but overall it's progression, you know? Because I was talking to them about Night Rain, because I was trying to get a story beat or story quest done where I have to do it solo and I have to go and beat something. And I had Scott come in and where we were in call, and Scott was like, "Hey, I remember this. This is easy. You just got to go and kill these guys, and that's it." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." Um, well, I didn't say okay, cool. I was against it, and I was saying, "Hey, easy for you is not the same as easy for me." But I went there to try it. But I got the boss down to like maybe an eighth left of health, eighth or quarter. Yeah, it's probably closer to quarter health. Ended up dying. Tried again. Got him less health. Got further. Ended up dying again. But of course, it just doesn't feel good because I'm losing. Of course, so I've got that level of just like, I don't want to keep going and playing through uh souls if they're just like that always. So we'll see. Tactics, computer RPG, computer RPG. Have a board so you move characters around a field to better position them, compared to normal turn-based, where everyone just uses abilities in their place. Oh, okay. Oh, right, because it's closer to like you have a range of like a certain spell, or you have to be in range of your teammates for to do something or something like that for your ability to even gets overwhelming. Really? The part of that gets me for at least the games that you play for automation is just the amount of math that like you go through to figure out efficiencies or like where you're losing efficiency and that kind of such stuff. I'm just like, man, I don't really understand the desire to make something more efficient. So automation's not for me because I don't really want things to be as efficient as they can get. Yeah, I've been wanting to figure out how to get in there and play it, just because I have an interest in D&D stuff. Just because D&D is fun, and Baldur's Gate's very similar. It's just a video game. And Scott told me he has a multiplayer. I was just wondering if you wanted to play eventually one day. But if you feel like it'll be overwhelming, I might have to end up either going in alone or just ignoring it and playing actual D&D in person. It's if I want to. Meh. Remembering ratios, man. I'm good at math, but like not to the level of just wanting to remember the ratios of like what's better for something, what's more efficient between two options, or like times tables. Yeah, I've like still don't have any of those memories. I have some, but I'm still like this plus this equals this kind of thing. I'm starting the game, so if the servers are crashing or it says no server, then we'll switch to something else. It's looking like I might be playing some Borderlands, some looter shooter. All right, game, come on. Checking for updates. Update now, confirm. Downloading resources. It's updating again. There aren't that many ways to do something. Just how you organize the machines. Yeah. Right. I mean, I feel like I could do it. Here's the thing. I feel like I really could actually go through and figure out what is efficient. It's just a lot of the desire isn't there. A lot of the drive of like, oh, I want this to be more efficient so I could get this. I'm just like, I don't mind some inefficiency. It's okay. Keeping notes. I have notes right now on my desk about Minecraft and about like the coordinates of where to go home and what to do for my mob grinder that I was making. And I'm already thinking about just throwing them away. I'm just like, I don't want to see notes everywhere. I guess I could do digital notes in some way. Or like on a phone or something. We'll do game screen. That way you guys don't get tired of just seeing the damn starting screen. Man, I wish I knew there was an update. I would have gone through and updated it yesterday or something. I didn't know. I got here today and I was like, yay, I'm ready to play. And then it's just like update time. I'm like, yikes. Not the best. Almost there. Factory games never ask you to be efficient. You just want to do it eventually. Yeah. Right. A restart is required. Oh my. Come on. Fair enough. I'd get to a point of like, unlocking what I wanted to unlock and then just be like, okay, now what's next? And if everything that is just next is just get more efficient, I'll just be like, nah, it's all right. Nah, it's okay. Oh, it's compiling shaders now. For your own ego. I wanted to play that Dyson Sphere one just because the Dyson Sphere is cool. It looks cool. The idea of the Dyson Sphere is crazy nice. I don't know. We'll see. Oh. I forgot. Man, I gotta make a dang password for this, dude. Having to send the code every time is not fun. Everyone talks about spaghetti. Just the way everything looks, or like, what do you mean spaghetti? Okay. Servers are under maintenance. Please refer to the. Okay. Servers are under maintenance still, which means we are switching games. Right. The belts and machines being all over the place. Yeah. The best strategy early on is to make a thing that works and then make it more efficient or cleaner. Yeah, I don't know. I have to find a factory game that I actually have an interest in outside of just the factory part. Just because. Let's see if some Borderlands 4 would be fun. So while that's starting, Minecraft is just a good start. Is it just really a really simple thing to just go through and, well, if it's simple then maybe. Okay, no duet. We will do. Yeah, why not? We'll do that, and then we'll come over here. It's compiling shaders. That's fine. Come over here, and then give me a second. By the way, Inquisitor, to read your messages. It'll be a little bit. I'm going through and changing stuff. The what is raid? What is it called? Bloom Reaper. No, we're not doing Blooper. We're okay. Come back. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Well, you own Minecraft. I do own Minecraft. Monster free. There's a huge range. Yeah, I think Minecraft would be a great start for automation. I mean, I've played Astroneer. I've just, again, it's just the efficiency thing. And then I was just saying that I would be back to read your messages after Borderlands is done, or not Borderlands, after I was done changing my streams and settings through both three streams. Now I'm back. Now we can actually read your stuff again. It's sucky that the first half hour of this stream is just waiting for some stuff to update. Sucky. Not fun. I might go on longer then because of that. We'll see. And if Borderlands 4 or UVHM6 is just going to do that Bloom Reaper, then at least we could go and do maybe something else. I don't know. We'll have to figure something else to do in the game. I don't want to have to switch through 3 or 4 different games and then have to switch the stream settings and go through and that. That's how it goes. Talk about efficiency because of an obsession. I mean, yeah, it's probably why part of the automation games is or factory games is just that because it attracts people who are interested in that thing. Just at us, even if it's just a subconscious thing, it might be like a, ooh, this game looks cool outside of just the automation, and then you just get stuck in the automation at a certain point. You know, at a certain point, it's just like, oh, okay, time to go through and start um making everything efficient. I feel like it just ends up being a thing for people to just play factory games. You just go through this cycle of just ending up at things that have to be efficient. Everything good? Everything great? Yes? Okay. Game? Uh, uh, news. Brace yourselves, is deadly encounter. Yep. Raid boss, true view. Yep. Yep. Bounty pack, hazard pay to win. Okay. Compared to Destiny, you can play strikes or campaign at base. Right? The high end you could do. Right. I understand going through the efficiency thing, and just even with Destiny, I eventually did go through that phase of wanting to do raids in dungeons and wanting to do more damage, wanting to run things more quickly, and just being like, all right, this is what I'm going to use because it's really strong. And then I ended up running into you who didn't play the game for that. I ran into you play the game and you make your builds off of what seems fun and interesting. And once I ran into that idea of like the game doesn't have to be played to be the best or win at everything or do the most efficient. It can be played to just mess around. And after that I'm just like, oh, okay. Now I'm just gonna go through and try and um do what I want to do when it comes to what the hell, what am I supposed to missions. End of the line. Replay. Map. Uh, I don't like that. T view. Okay. Primordial. Okay, none of them. Right. Yeah, I ended up not like I got into a point where then just wasn't enjoyable going through and playing it super efficiently or whatever. So because of that, I I don't play Destiny like that no more. Just because, eh, I used to like it. I don't like it as much anymore. Where? How do I get UVHM6 unlocked? Let me look it up on Allrine. And plus the burnout. That's true. Oh, you know what? I should probably do. I should probably go talk to what's her face. Um, Moxie. I should probably travel to Moxie's and talk to Lilith. I'm getting tired. I was getting tired of just running through and running the same build for everything just because it was strong, or staying on top of what perks were strong and what weapons were strong in the certain sandbox or season or everything like that. Not just the activities, or not just because I was burned out of playing the game, but also just I got tired of having to just think that I should run only a certain kind of perk on a weapon, only a certain kind of weapon, only a certain kind of thing every season, and stuff like that. Or hell, even a certain kind of what do they call it? Artifact perk. That is the kind of stuff that ended up getting me tired, just because I was doing that, and then I ran into you, and just the clash of just you weren't doing that just because you didn't look into the game at that level yet of like just wanting to do things efficiently, and it really definitely just changed the way I play the game for sure. Just because now I'm like, okay, well, if I could play the game to mess around and have fun, not just do efficient, great. And then I eventually got into the if I can play mildly efficient enough for me to actually complete things, but also mess around and not take any of it seriously. It's great, which is what I do now, where I don't really look to run anything quickly or efficiently or whatever. I run with whatever weapon or anything I like. And then if that means I do things less quickly or not as efficient as other people, then so be it. But I still enjoy the game. How do I switch to UV? Do I just have it unlocked? On. Well, I have to be true mode. No, not doing true mode. You'd still call that? I mean, yes, it is burnout, but it changed the way I just when I come back and play the game. It changed the way I play the game. I don't play the game the same because just running into the idea of I don't have to play the game efficient. I can still just enjoy the game as I did when I played alone, just doing whatever. Um, I don't know where it's supposed to go. I don't know where what it's supposed to find. I'm looking it up on the internet, but it's just kind of not giving me any information. Rush the gates. Maurice's Black Market is somewhere. Um, there's nothing new on the map or anything like that, right? What's going on? Where do I go? I feel like just having run into the idea of just doing stuff that wasn't the absolute pinnacle of efficiency has definitely made me enjoy the game for more time than I would have just going full efficiency. And then I do remember a time where talking to I was talking to Polker, and then we were just like seeing what you had on for like a certain activity, and we were like, look at him, he's got something that's not efficient on whatever, and you're like, yeah, I don't care, and I'm like, why don't you? We want to try and finish this quick or whatever, and then it eventually just became into just I also didn't care to do efficient, at least not anymore. Do I still have a part of it? Yeah, I do. Of course, I still like, doing powerful stuff and feeling absurdly strong. Where is? Where is? Okay, how do I get the Bloom Rapier? Find a new separate bounty board in major towns like Launchpad or Arcadia. Ah. Okay. Accept the quest and travel to this area. Requires gold to initiate the fight. Weird. Right, Star Rail stuff. Star Rail had to delay version 4, which is understandable. Yep. What they did was add another round of character reruns. But didn't give another event. So you still have the characters, but you don't have a way to actually get things to file bounty. Where's the bounty board? Oh, there it is.
What now?
Raid. Really actually impossible to defeat.
But what's a boss?
It's really funny not being able to hear Claptrap that well. Is that how I unlock UVHM6? Just going and fighting the guy? Well, if that's all we're doing, or is that all that's it requires us to do the quests, I would rather go through and finish this quest. Increased opportunity to spend more money, but no extra content. So it's just the same content. Yeah. That's what I think I understood. Mostly, yeah.
I don't think anyone wants.
Yeah, that's not as fun. Couldn't even refuse an event, which right. An event, even if it's a repeated event, is better than just no event. I agree with that. Up there. How do I forgot C Z? Oh, it's X. What is that? Oh, it's a thingy. Also, Borderline ruined the conclusion of the current story. I mean, I feel like certain just gotchas just in general have only a certain number of health or time before it's just move on to the next one kind of thing.
Environmental report number 1127. Our water supply is imperiled. An overabundance of star
Ow.
from the invader plumes polluted our key reservoirs. Their toxic components have created an undrinkable, almost syrupy orange waste. We were never so parched when we were.
Why is it so hard to find a way up? Because we beat the final boss. Okay. Spent time with the characters from the story. As you do. Then said goodbye. Perfect. There's no like setup. There's no nothing for like the next. Man, you really are just waiting for that update then. Just really are just damn waiting for that update. Uh, 300 something.
That's right.
All right. It took me forever to get here.
I'm not gonna leave you. What?
Oh, I see.
I'm right here, buddy. The others are looking
I
for
see.
a way in.
This guy got
I'm right
crushed.
here with you. What?
Sucks to be that guy. But the arrows on the machine, they've got to mean something.
To show what one character, the brand new pullable, right,
And we're back in 3.
was doing for another 2 hours.
Penelope Streets live on the scene of Kairos' most
Hold on.
riveting vending machine-based news story. Who will solve the clue first? The violent rando, the weird, sad cult, hopefully someone more mediagenic and interesting. Stay tuned to find out.
What do you mean was doing for another like 2 hours?
I wish. What, boss? What? I wish this vending machine had snacks. We'll get you snacks, buddy. We'll get you snacks real soon.
How am I? Oh, there it is. Examine arrows. Follow arrows. Okay. All the way? I don't get this. Oh, there is supposed to be. It is supposed to be just in this area. Follow arrows. Boom. Now what? Is the thing above me?
Oh, look. Another arrow. Exciting.
Yeah.
Wonder if there'll be a third and final one.
In here.
Yikes. How have these mooks not gotten this yet? I mean, it's purple, orange. Hey you, human pancake. Can you reach the buttons? I
Purple,
need you to punch
purple,
in this
orange,
button.
orange.
No problem. It's actually pretty cozy down
The
here.
overall story was perfectly concluded,
I can reach.
and then it cuts to the brand new character going back in time or something to solidify the timeline.
Oh, do I have another?
And she wouldn't stop talking for another 1 to 2 hours. Oh, yeah, no, that sounds boring.
Smart yourself in. The fourth part of the clue is 8W. Now give your bio a hug.
Whoa.
No! I'll get that treasure, boss. I'll get it for you.
And the race, it seems, is on. Is this a real story? Am I doing actual news right now?
Basically trying to get, yeah, we're trying to get you invested in the new character. Right, makes sense. So you pull the firm at the cost of damaging a perfect ending. Right, they would rather screw up their ending than... Yeah. That I'm just not gonna understand, really. Also, Rift Champion. I'm just gonna go back to here. Yeah, trying to get you hyped. Man, I don't think companies just mess up their own timeline, like Call of Duty was doing. Is just, man, something's going on wrong and their directive and like their whoever's directing the company, or at least making those decisions of like, yes, this is a perfectly good time to go in and introduce a new character. After that story, introducing an event that introduced the character sounds like a better idea than just straight up being cutting to the new character being like, I'm cool and I'm reversing time. I feel like that's not as cool.
Hello, little one.
Nah, that's fun. We should get on and do something though, because it seems like you are also trying to do something, unless you're playing duet. Because I don't know if you're not playing Arc Knights, and if your gotchas are starting to slow you down, or at least going through and playing them like that, then maybe playing through some other stuff in the meantime while you wait for the update. The last day I work is tomorrow. I'm taking basically a couple days off, just of Christmas week and New Year's week, to spend time with my family, but I'm not going to be at 100% on the computer or off the computer. I'd be down to hang out and do stuff. Just let me know. I could stream and do stuff. I'm going to try and fix some stuff for stream, but outside of that, I'd be down to go through and play something. Just don't know what. I got to try and figure out what. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Secret Trutlotl. What is that? What is that music?
Well, looky there. Another weird vending machine. Barely hear myself think around here, though.
What is this? Let's play music.
Ugh, that helps my eardrums, at least.
You were mostly... It was mostly for the single player stuff that you were prioritizing. I mean, yeah, that, and it's a closed beta that it's limited.
Wait, I can't
Is what it
buy
is.
if it doesn't have anything in stock. Unless...
Tips welcome. Money, not advice. I'll miss our little chats.
Find code and put it into the machine. Oh, well, I just... Green. Green. Is that blue or purple? Green. Oh, let's do blue, blue, green. Green, blue, blue, green.
I am always this pretty, yes?
Oh, do I have to sell the green? Okay, hold on. Green, green, blue. Give me another blue. Give me a blue. Give me a blue somewhere. We should definitely do something. I know you weren't really interested in Borderlands 3, just because it just doesn't feel like super fun. Oh, there's a blue here. Ha. So I don't want to go back to that. I want to go back to that just because I like the game, but you just going through it feels just like I'm sludging through and just being all blech. And then I go buyback. It's green, blue, blue, green. Nope. It's green, green, purple, purple. Use vending machine. Green, purple, purple, green. Huh? I forgot how to do these things. I forgot how to input the code. Green, blue, blue, green. Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm over it, man. I don't know what to do now. Let's just go do the mission. Why not? Prioritizing infield. I gotta find something again. I gotta figure out what to install. There's way too many games out there. Yeah, now, like I was saying, there's also the Steam sale going on right now. The winter sale. You've understood the intended structure. After the final boss, these characters told their adventures, but the universe will always be a risk because the universe always loops through time eventually. Or she could go back to the start of the current story and sacrifice herself to preserve the timeline. So the character is interesting. It's just was introduced at the wrong time then. Also, the general story for that patch had such bloated and repetitive dialogue. It just sounds like that just wasn't a good update for the game. Or at least that it wasn't done correctly. You know? That's what it sounds like, at least. To where it could have been a great, intriguing part of the story, but just wasn't delivered correctly. And are you saying, is this because of that, too, the Japan and China thing going on, or is this just outside of that, and it's just unfortunate? Oh, yeah, okay. Man, it's gonna take me a little bit to go. At least I'm doing some mess around stuff. Sounds fine. So they're slowing down a little bit. They're going through a rough patch. Man, that happens though. It really does happen. Happens to the best. Happens to the best of developers. Yeah, sounds interesting. So is this next patch that is coming in 2 weeks for ZZZ the one where they're doing that multiplayer thing? The event?
Every team needs a star player.
Is that the thing that was delayed? The Japan China thing is annoying, but it is what it is in that aspect. Your person they wanted to maintain income but didn't want to do anything for the day. But didn't add anything or count or whatever. They just only cared about their thing. ZZZ is great. So this is Star Rail. That's right. You said this was Star Rail. That's right. That's right. Star Rail. Which also kind of sucks because it was a cool looking game at least. I still think ZZZ Combat was better.
You had the look of a man ready to do something foolish. I thought I'd do my best to prevent that.
Thank you. Look, what I said to you before.
No, you were right. I spent centuries at the Timekeeper's side. His coldness seeped into me. I'm still
What is
defiant.
this? What is my grenade?
Another of Saul's airships is preparing to launch. Stop it.
Weird.
And Saul himself. I'm gonna hold you to your promise, Vault Hunter.
Just leave it to me.
You defended the Outbounders. You killed my spy master. You took Sandra from me. And now you desecrate my fortress.
What is this? What is this?
Rebellion is desperation. The Timekeeper was right about your kind. Chaos cannot be allowed to thrive.
Man, I'm just gonna go with my sniper.
A worthless creature that deserves to crawl
Ow.
in the dirt. What you are doing here accomplishes nothing. Your life on Kairos could have been something of value if you had just listened to the Timekeeper. But no.
Yeah. But no, you're supposed to be special or whatever.
Come now. Let your flesh melt and serve me. Fulfill your purpose. And die.
Where is the other guy?
What is happening with your base area?
Come on. Be enough.
Let the light of Meteor guide you home, asshole!
Be enough. Cool. Yeah, I need to switch my inventory. I do not like this pistol. Phantom. I don't know what a royal is. Kickballer? No. A vomit. And then this one, I'd be okay with it being wombo combo. Okay. Give me all this money. I want this. Now that my weapons are a little bit more figured out. Why does that say locked? Why does that say locked?
No one can help you now.
How do I do? Oh, I was right. That's right. Man, I forgot my whole build and what I was doing. Literally forgot everything. Alright, because you're gonna have to give me a second to read all that. Going through all this. Lots of colors. There's so many colors. There's so many colors.
Approaching Saul's airship now, Vault Hunter.
Yeah, look. Bleh. All of the splatter of this gun is just rainbow vomit. It's called rainbow vomit, which is
There,
great.
ahead. That's Saul's airship. It's the same type that struck the Outbounders before. If it launches, there's no way they'll survive again.
Right. I gotta go and interrupt it. Yeah, there's too many colors. Okay.
I can't cancel the launch from here, and there's no way to get you inside. Get closer somehow. That's your
Ow.
only hope for stopping it. The refueling platform. If you raise it, you should be able to reach the ship.
Hello? That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate.
Vault Hunter,
I
activate
died
the refueling
immediately.
platform. Quickly, it's your only path to the airship.
And then the guy died. And then he disintegrated because it... Wow. It's amazing. I didn't know that's what we were doing.
So fast, so fun.
Trying to get closer because it's the whole point of Borderlands is to come up close and do stuff, run around and be all crazy. There's no, you can plink, but it's just not as cool looking. That, or you could just sit there for 3.5 years, which probably wouldn't be fun for stream. Where I just gotta sit in 3.5 years, just sit in the same spot, running out of ammo. Come on. There you go.
Ready?
Oh, no. Oh, I could do that. I forgot I could heal. I forgot I could heal. I forgot, man. Okay, I really did forget. Go this way. I guess I forgot a.
No sense attempting to blow up the ship. You've turned to goo along with it.
Oh, I do gotta go that way. Okay.
Release the docking clamps. That should sabotage the launch sequence and buy you time to take down Saul.
First clamp's down.
Good. Now hurry to the others. We're cutting it close, Vault Hunter. Do not let that airship launch.
What is happening with your base area?
I don't like them. The sniper feels the best.
Was it true?
Sniper still feels amazing. Oh, there's a guy over here that exploded. Money, 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 money. Okay. So because we're not in that super state, I'm not gonna use my sniper. I'm gonna try and use it with that super state. And then we'll... Huh.
I love this song.
Better not jump off. That wouldn't be fun. So, I think Inquisitor, you might end up liking. He does have a high skill ceiling that I've learned, but you might end up liking the one of the new characters from Night Rain. Actually, I don't even know if you liked Executor just because he was good at arcane stuff, or because he was a cool looking fella. Why were you... What was your parry? Oh, that's why. The new guy has a sort of parry. Kinda. And it's pretty strong.
Perfect. The ship is out of commission, but the outbounders won't be out of danger until you eliminate
Parry?
Saul.
That's just parry. Okay.
Hello from me
Yeah, the new guy has a sort of parry.
special way, Vault Hunter.
He's cool. I don't know. He has, according to Scott, one of the worst dodges though. So you gotta be like really good at dodging, which I've been
Rush,
damn
the
struggling
outbounders
with the
can
whole
stay for
time.
now. I'm headed to Saul.
Good luck. Not that you need it. I've seen what you can do, but be careful.
Which is interesting.
Losing a friend
But
like you.
you know,
I mean, it's just the way that
I was telling, when I was talking to Polker and them, I'm like, oh, why are my support characters always with the largest skill ceiling? And they're like, well, because support characters in Souls games are just gonna be hard because they're... You gotta be able to balance through supporting something and then doing damage and tanking with the support character. As a tank, you could just tank and you'll be mostly okay. As a damage character, you just go through and do damage. But because support is not super played, typically, it's more of a... You gotta do things... You gotta fly through some hoops to actually manage to play a support character. Which is annoying, because I just like support characters. But, no, that new guy is kind of fun.
Like you had a chance.
Gravity Mine. Okay. 145. Come on, give me sniper ammo.
What's happening with your base area?
There's a lot of money. Oh, I see the guy. No. He has a cool thing where he can stare at an enemy and cause him to just do less damage to in general, or give himself more stamina. So he's kind of cool, but you got to do that in the middle of a fight. You got to know how to like time it well. His ultimate is kind of like a tether ability where he puts a tether between enemies, and then whatever damage you do to one enemy, it tethers to, and it damages however many's stuck together, which is great. It's cool,
Do you also find you boring?
but I also, man, I'm struggling to learn the character for sure. It's cool though. It's a cool character. Then there's another one that's just crazy, creepy ass looking. It's someone that pulls a rib out of their body and they just smacks someone with it. I haven't messed with that one yet, and that one's more of damage, I think. That one's more damage character. Have you seen this, Inquisitor? I don't know if you've seen this. Reminded me kind of like Bane-ish, yeah? I think I streamed the whole story, so I can't remember if you were hanging out or not. Okay. He's still very weak to my build. My build is still very good. You saw YouTube videos that mostly show this fight because it's one of the main three, yeah? And not super bad to go through and just kill for certain stuff. And because it's a looter, you just got to go through and just kill thing anyway. It's a fun fight, though, if you do it when I did it legit. Golden God. I have one. I don't really care. Ooh-doo-doo-doo.
Rush. Zadra.
I'm only doing this just because
It's finally done.
I don't have anything to go and farm. Because I've just been out of the game for so long. I just don't know what would be not necessary, but what would be I would have to go and get a better rollover or something. It's one of the reasons why I'm waiting for the next DLC update from the new character that they were gonna add, so I could go through. I'm gonna go through and make a new run with that character, meaning I'm gonna go and restart and go through the story again and go and unlock everything again. And because I'm doing that, I'm just trying not to. That's one of the reasons why I'm also not trying to. Uh-oh. Howl Launchpad. Weird. Yeah, no, he's cool. He's a cool fight. I think out of the three bosses, My favorite fight is still Vile, because he just looks the coolest. Unless we're talking about second stage or second fight of Callie. Second stage Callie is, or second fight is cool too. Pretty cool.
You did it! He's actually dead. I'd ask you to stay and celebrate the victory with the rest of us, but you're not exactly done on Kairos, are you?
The sooner I get to the timekeeper, the better for all of us.
You know,
I don't know if
was
this
ready to die,
story bosses
but I didn't.
better fights. I feel like there's better
Finding something
side
to die
mission
for
fights.
isn't the same as having something to live for. So thanks. The outbound is
Oh, they're all kind of fun though in their own way. I don't know if I actually do have a favorite. Finals is just the most fun one I've had.
You're unstoppable. Whatever the Crimson Resistance needs from this point onward.
His fight was for me was a little bit more interesting than this one.
Idolater Saul, once a titan in both stature and cruelty.
Is that right though? He's alright. Not you know what? I was thinking of doing it and going through with this story with the other 3 Vault Hunters I haven't done it with, but I'm just not interested in necessarily playing through it with him. What the hell is this? What's this gun? Hyperion part, Ripper, Vladoff. What is that? Oh. Oh. That's cool. I didn't know that this gun existed. I wish there was a Jacobs part on it, which I might have to go and get a couple more of them, but we'll have to go figure out where that drops from. Okay, let me scroll up to the other one. You're losing interest in Star because of the general reduction of amount of content or events and quality of life recently. The lack of compensation for delay of the next major update. Yep. The conclusion of the current story being a Yap Fest. That cared more about selling a brand new character than making a good conclusion or change climax to the story. And then finally, the increase in the amount of spending events. Yes, I would also not be super hyped about anything like that.
We've been working 50-hour weeks. Straps. Then like last week, or like a week and a half ago.
I don't remember.
You guys have nothing to do, huh? And there's like
What?
I kind of need to get shit cut.
Oh, passive slot. Okay, I see. All guns are automatically reloaded and 100 guns against straight to fire. Yeah, that's fine. Kill skill. Access gun damage will be stored and added to your next shot. Out, I guess. Oh, well, okay. To compress this, right? I went up and read it, and then yeah, no. I meant to go and read it. It's just more of a whoops kind of thing. Right, mercenary thing. That's where I got the SMG from. Baby, you're cold inside. New style.
It seems there was an update.
I don't know. I don't really see much use for it. And then we'll go R for toggle junk is X. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense for your star rail thing. It also would make me go through and not play something. I mean, I'm not playing. I didn't play through Destiny for just a while because I was just tired of not feeling like I was one having fun, two just kind of it wasn't worth running stuff. When I came back, I still kind of felt a little bit of that. I was like, oh, there's no point in going through and running stuff. And then the more I played recently, the more and more I was like, okay, I might not need everything, and I might not like have a chase to go and do when it comes to exotics or whatever. But I always liked the dungeons, so I came back and played the dungeon, and the dungeon was great. And I was like, oh, the dungeon's great. So I'm just gonna go through and play dungeons, and now I'm like, okay, but now I want to go through and play a dungeon on my other characters, but I want to make sure they're at least leveled a little bit. And then GMs are back, and I was like, oh, well, then I might go do GMs. And now I've reached the point again where I'm like, okay, what do I want to do outside of just grinding a level? And I was like, not much, so I'm not playing it because I don't want to just sit there and do things I don't want to do just because I'm bored. I'd rather jump to a different game.
Like you check for updates.
Also forgot that caring more about selling characters actually applies to all the updates. Ooh, because they would introduce new characters in the earlier patches to hype them up. That's right. But once the banner came out, when their involvement disappears, yeah, not the most fun about how things are at least run in certain companies. Destiny got really, really repetitive, which definitely slowed down my desire to just keep playing. EUs. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I don't have that thing going off. Yeah, you're right. And the correct version of there, yeah, right. Grammar. I read it and I understood it. I didn't even pay attention. I ignored all of it. I think Destiny got really buggy once Bungie decided to take people from Destiny and put them into Marathon development. That's when I think that their decision of removing people from one of their top games, if not the top game that they have, to a potential game that they were like, oh, hello?
Just a whole winter game.
Oh, I don't want to sell all filtered. Oh, it says V right there, sell item. Yeah, no, I feel like it just got buggy because of that, and it's been like slowly, it's still like buggy, and there's things that just don't make sense. And it's just like, do you play through the bugs, or do you just be like, you know what? They're not going into a direction I want to go into, or the company's not doing well. They stole their story or whatever, and then do the Scott thing and just be like, you know what? I'm just not going to associate myself with the company. I also don't agree with the company's thing of stealing and stuff, but that doesn't mean I can't still enjoy their game. I don't agree with their choices, but I can still enjoy their game. This DCC was also going kind of well, but the current new character, as well as the recent dev stream, got really hyped. Really hyped what way? Also, I gotta start something else. Oh, I guess to the further release for the next one then. Let's go there. See if it's good. You lost the last 30 seconds. I was reading through your message. That and talking the whole, I don't agree with the way the company's deciding stuff, Bungie, but I don't know why I'm gonna limit myself to playing the game just because of the company. I guess it's more of a just don't spend money on the game, just because then you'd be supporting the company overall. But the game is still fun. The gunplay is still just really fun, and it's still enjoyable. Like I said earlier when I was streaming like last week. Oh shit! I want to go through again and make more builds with exotics that I don't use, or go and chase. What's it called? And go and chase like the class items or whatever, because I don't have every version of the class item, which is fine, but it's also that can also be something that just messes around with builds. I really liked going through and making a Capri's build back when you were still playing, and then just being like, okay, this Capri's build might not be the best, but it's fun. It's great. That is the thing that I'm like really enjoying. Yeah, no. Bungie, not the best decision-making company right now with everything that's going on.
Yes.
But hey, that's all right.
I thought that was right. Or maybe. Oh.
Needs to go to the hospital for carrying the entire game on its back. Yeah, right. Gunplay is great, which is why I think Marathon, the gun, because it's the same company, so it'll feel very similar. I feel like Marathon's just gonna do all right in that because of that way.
Hey, move, would ya?
What? No way. I've made these vending machines.
True. That, I mean, the raid content as well. Raids and dungeons are done very well.
Maybe I can fix it the old-fashioned way.
That, and then the story before right now
That was right.
was great. Right now I'm getting like confused.
Careful now. This being a rough spot of real estate, I've got some extra special safety measures in place. Armed and activated.
Green,
What are you doing? Stop that!
How do I get this dingus out of the way?
green, purple, blue, purple.
Get a serve.
According to the recent Vidoc, Marathon is going to be a turbo hardcore game.
I mean, I did ask you to move. All right, let's see this graffiti.
Now that's a
Green.
nice choice there, Vault Hunter. If you see a dictator today, kill him dead, won't you?
This is no green though. Green, purple, blue, purple. Turbo hardcore. What does it mean by turbo hardcore? Just like super unforgiving when it comes to PvP fights. Green, purple, blue, purple sounds like it's just by white, you know? Let's see. If I buy all white,
And we're off. And a football where the you'll never get me plucky arms. I am always this pretty, yes.
I'm in.
So
Okay. Let's see. Green. Purple. Blue. Purple. I'm just I'm done. I can't figure this out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. It really smart AI cranked up the importance of audio design. Something about yeah. So something I'm just totally not gonna even attempt to play. Okay, well I'm just gonna leave that quest there. Um. Where's the Bloom Reaper thing? I don't know where to go for this Bloom Reaper thing. I'll have to look this up and figure this out whenever I get the other guys on here to go through and play. PvE enemies. Ah. Oh, it's down there. Oh, okay. I can at least go unlock the area. Whew. Ah, here's the Rift Champion. Here's what we're gonna do. Evan Horizon. Alright, there you go. Where's the guy? Where's the guy? Where else? Who else? Cool. Alright. Trash, 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 trash. Also cool, but maybe hardcore dead bodies stay behind but decay over time, so you can determine whether someone is nearby. Oh, that's okay. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Also, I just realized my music is done. We're switching playlists. Recently. What is the recently? Is it continuing the message you just forgot to add recently? Yeah, yeah. If someone is recently nearby, it makes sense. The Bloom. Alright. I can at least go to the area. Yeah. I don't know. I do like... Here's what I do like. This dungeon, they did it really well where the health of the bosses actually doesn't feel that bad. The mechanic is very easy. And it feels like the difficulty comes from ads and just booping or like dying off an edge of a map or something. And which isn't that bad. It's pretty alright when it comes to the dungeon. It's great. It's one of the more fun dungeons to play. It's still not my favorite. The story is, it's going back to actually intriguing because of the, you know, they're trying to go into the next era. You know, they're trying to go through and make the next 10 years or whatever, however long Bungie's gonna go for. And because they want that to... They want that... they're trying to set that up. I feel like they did very well with this expansions, like bad guy or the antagonist, and then with the antagonist's abilities, with the antagonist's motivation. I feel like it was well written, as most things should be in games, or at least live service ones. Destiny, yes, Destiny. Borderlands, the story of Borderlands was it was better written for sure. I do wish they added Ava in instead of going through and no, not that part of it where it's heavily inspired. It's the part of like the continuation of what happened after we beat the witness thing. That part of the story, the Destiny side of it, is the side that I'm intrigued by. The Star Wars stuff, I don't really care about it. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I didn't really care. Not a huge Star Wars fan, so it was all right. Yeah, no, I couldn't care about what was inspired. I didn't even notice a lot of the things that probably were inspired by Star Wars. But you know, I actually did like the way that the Destiny side of the story was going, where, you know, the evil dude, the antagonist, he has this level of, you know, idea of something, and it's just that continuation is interesting and intriguing. And if you maybe not cared, but maybe paid attention to like the other expansion this year and read through that, and then you're like, oh, okay, I see how that connects, and I see why that thing's going on, and everything starts to connect a little bit more, and you're like, okay, that's nice. And then the hints of where we're going to go into the future when it comes to the next DLC or the next kind of massive change. I'm personally excited because people are saying that we're going back to Earth as the next DLC thing. Free or paid? The story paid, but you clearly just go and watch it. Don't pay for it. I'd say just go and watch it if you're there for the lore. If you're there for just, you know, to actually go through the story and experience it and unlock the lightsaber thing and that stuff, then sure, buy it. But I'd say just experience it by just going through and watching someone else who's played through it. Just so you can see the cutscenes, or just look at what people are saying about the lore. I feel like you understand as much as everyone else just by going and reading through that. Because as much as I would also not recommend to play Destiny, it's more of a play it because the story is still good. Play it because it's still, like, some of the writing is still good. And because some of the writing is still good, it's still worth playing. It's unfortunate that a lot of it is locked behind a paid DLC. Is really sucky because, you know, you gotta go through and the rest of the people are gonna go and be like, okay, now I have to go through and pay and not know what's going on. Yeah, no. I definitely recommend just at least taking a look at it, watching it though. It's worth for that. It's worth it for that. The regular Destiny part is part of the day. Yeah, because they mixed it together. The IP, the whole like inspired thing is just this the parts of the story, the way things are shaped, or the way things are like said or sound or look are inspired by. I'd probably say more look. Most of like the stories like design of like where it's taken place and how the enemies look or how it's designed, just it's more inspired by Star Wars, the way it looks and maybe the way it sounds, but not the actual story. The story is still a Destiny story, and because it's, you know, the Destiny story is still paid, but because they've mixed the two, there's no separating the Destiny story with the IP thing, because they just mixed it. And it's not even an IP thing. They didn't really, well, they put a spin on it in their own way. Of course you'd see that it's inspired by, and it's of course derived from it, but as both stories are space stories, like travel galaxies and travel to place from place to place, I feel like it makes sense as to why Destiny has taken a huge inspiration from it. Is it the main drawback for a lot of people? Yeah. Was it the reason I was drawn back to it? No. I'm still intrigued by the story personally. I just want to know if it's worth buying a DLC now instead of just outright buying it beforehand. Maybe, but I can think of a lot of other stuff that's more interesting than to watch. Yeah, true. There's a lot more interesting stuff. That's why I'm saying read through some things, and if you're really not interested, if you just want the TLDR, I'm not really good at TLDR stuff, but I know there's other people that are like, this is kind of the gist of it. I could go through and talk to you about basically the major things that happen. That way you understand kind of what's going on. I just would need to know if you've gone through the previous DLC this year, and if you haven't, then I'll have to go through and talk about that for a bit, and then talk about this this story that's going on now. Yeah, I could go through and talk about it though. I'm not gonna sit here and you know, just talk about it and you just not be interested, and you just have sitting here just cause. As I don't want to force the fact that I still enjoy the story on anyone else who's just not interested. No. It's cool though. A good fit, but it seems to be desperation to collab. It's not even a collaboration at all. When the game, I mean, it does seem like one of those things of like, oh, it's one of the decisions we should do to do the struggle thing. But the understanding part of like, they probably wrote that story like a year or two ago. They didn't write it like now, and a year or two ago the numbers were still all right, but like the game would still be able to just survive on that low amount of players without anything. So because it was written before like the absurdly amount of people that just left the game happened, I feel like it's more of just they were gonna head in this direction because most people would understand like that they would fit together when it comes to just sci-fi futuristic kind of thing. That's it. Now, is it helping them in their case right now because their player count is low? Yeah. I definitely understand. It was one of the reasons why I was also skeptical of like, it seems like they're doing it because they're just trying to get people back and to be like, hey, check it out, guys. We can still deliver with a good gameplay, a good everything. Everything feels fresh and new. And come on, you trust me, right? It still feels like that, and I'm not gonna shake that feeling. But that's just because of what happened in the past, couple of years of just it not working out. I'm not gonna. I still won't say that it's gonna save Destiny, the DLC. It's gonna help them have a buffer of time before they actually like the decisions they're making, within the year that are really gonna affect whether or not their game survives. I feel like this DLC is just giving them that little bit more time and money to actually go through and come up with ideas of what to do. The game was struggling before Final Shape, yes, but also I would say that it was still enough for Bungie to keep updating it and people to keep playing it without having the game to just fully die. Because I don't know if you've heard of like how low player count was like before this DLC released or like as it did release, but it was last time Destiny got this low when it came to player counts. They were 5 weeks away from shutting down the game, which that happened like early Destiny 2 years. It was like within the first couple DLC updates. It wasn't popular. So the fact that is at the point where we're at now, I'd still say that even if it was low for Final Shape, the game would still be able to survive and still be, updated by Bungie. That's why I'm saying that this is just a buffer for them. Hopefully they can make smart decisions from here to help them do what they need to do to fix the situation they're in. Because I still enjoy the game. I mean, there's things now. There's things that people are being like, oh, Destiny 3 is coming out, or oh, the thing everyone's been wanting when it comes to subclasses or weapons or other things. They're finally being added, but it's like, I don't know if that's gonna actually help. They're gonna have to make a different decision of what's going on for it to actually change what people think about Destiny as a returning players and new players and such. All I could do is hope, that they do all right, make good decisions. I'm not gonna sit here and just, defend it and saying it's the best game ever. It's not. It's definitely had its time of being really good and where I've enjoyed it. It's in a really rough spot. Am I gonna sit here and just only play that game? No, I'm gonna go through and play other games that I haven't played yet. Just because I've learned that I don't have to play that game the amount that I was playing it. I don't have to go through and collect everything. I don't have to go through and get titles. I don't have to go through and do every raid, every dungeon, everything. I don't have to be super powerful or whatever just to actually enjoy the game. I'm learning to enjoy the process of loot gathering and the process of just whatever I'm doing instead of looking for the goal and just aiming for the end. Which I used to be able to do before I got into doing raids. I used to definitely enjoy the game just with the process for what I was doing. So I'm just glad I'm able to do that a little bit more now. I've also realized that it's also good not to have what I was trying to tell you when I was like saying I was quitting Destiny with the default game. I feel like it's just good to not have that or that mentality at all. I shouldn't have a game That is just my default. I should just have types of games that I enjoy, and then just whatever I'm not currently enjoying or not currently playing, I just would just jump between, instead of just being like, well, I'm bored, I guess I gotta go back to the game my default or whatever. Learning that and understanding that finally um has been great, and a lot more liberating when it comes to just playing through some stuff, which is also one of those other reasons where I was trying to not convince you, but I was trying to see if you actually were ever going to come back to Destiny, because I really did start to enjoy the game a lot more when me and you were just messing around. They didn't have backing, so they would have had to shut down then. That's right, but now Sony owns them. Yep. You've wanted Sony to take control for a while because Bungie keeps going through cycles of listening, whining, stop listening, or winning. Sorry, listening, winning, stops listening, goes to winning, then losing, and then goes back to listening. Yes, it's the cycle of someone in their management just says that they shouldn't listen to the community or the players, and or listen to a select few, and then that just causes it's not working, and then they then start releasing and doing stuff that are like, no, our bad, we messed up, give us another chance, and it's just cycle after cycle after cycle. I get that, and it's super awful, which is why I'm saying something's got to change. Quality of life wise, whoever's in charge of that has been doing, I would say, pretty well so far. It's been feeling more than just a UI change. It's been feeling like a way different style of game than when I first started playing. Going through and deleting legendary shards, going through and deleting bounties and removing that kind of stuff. Hi, Scott. Yeah, I'm playing Borderlands because I was trying to see how to unlock Ultimate Vault Hunter 6, but I don't know how to do it, and I'm looking it up on the internet. There's nothing going on. Like, I don't see any, like, you should go and do this. So, and then I was like, okay, so if I can't do that, then I'm going to go look at what it takes to just unlock the raid boss. It's literally just to go to this, interact with it, pick up the quest, and just go and immediately start it. So now I'm like, I don't want to do it alone. I want to do it with people because I don't want to sit here and repeat the boss. Or do it... Well, I guess I could do it alone. Yeah, why not? I'll do it once or twice alone. Sony won't, because it's generated a lot of money and it's going to continue doing it. So we'll see. Right. I feel like that's what actually might happen. So we're going to hear of Destiny 3 a couple years down the line. Oh my hell, these crystals. Oh my hell. What? These things do so much. I can't damage anything. I'm gonna die. Oh, and reboot Destiny as their own IP. Okay, maybe that might be an idea. Or they'd probably just take more control over just what happens when it comes to decision making, and have Bungie be very limited, kind of like when they had Activision with them. Right. It's definitely gonna have to do some sort of like really tough problem. I agree. Which, I mean, I don't want to say I saw it coming from a mile away, but like, I knew something was gonna happen. Just seeing the way that it was going with, you know, updates and, you know, there was one that was good. There's a couple that were bad, and then the decision making, and then them just deciding to go through and say that the story was theirs and fight all that stuff doesn't make sense.
That was your best. I'd start running.
Sure, emptying them off or whatever. Makes sense.
Also, this fight's interesting.
It might just be the like
Make a great
All right, give me a second to read all the Bungie messages, you guys. So I've seen a little clip of like I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Absorbed. Oh, damn. Damn. Oh, jeez. Damn. That was a laser and a half, dude. Oh, I've ran out. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to scroll up and read through those things after I eventually die. Oh, those are. I'm collecting them though. Hey Scott, I want you to go through when you come back to this game. I want you to go through and play. What do they call it? The true mode. They call it true mode. It's basically scaling as if you had a full 4-person party. And you can do that solo, duo, trio, whatever. I want to know how well you would do in that, because it's, of course, it scales it as if you were playing with 4 people, but you're not. This is gonna take me ages, man. Give me a second, everyone. Being quick because I'm trying to figure out how to go through and do this, actually. Oh, fuck. Whoa, I made it. All right, give me a second.
Catch this!
Come on. Okay. Alright. I want to have to go through your messages eventually.
I think I need to kill you now. Sorry, babe. Yeah.
Come on, sniper ammo. Give me more sniper ammo. What do I gotta go do? Oh, hold on.
A memento!
Oh, man.
No, don't die. No. Come on. Oh. I'm going. I'm going around.
Sorry, not sorry.
Run, 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 run. Collect ammo. As much as I can. No. Scrat. This is going crazy. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. All right. Hell yeah. Cool. Hell yeah. I'm glad I got it. That took a while. Man, I need to figure out a way to get better ammo. Garbage, 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 garbage. More for me. Okay. Okay, not a bad fight, actually. Actually, not a bad fight. Okay. Still fun though. Even alone, it's still fun. It does try and boop you off a ton, which I knew before I came in here. And oh boy, it really does push you off a ton. Yeah. Okay. Still don't know how to get UVHM 6 though. I'll have to figure out a way to. I'll have to figure out a way to get that going though. Okay, what are you guys talking about? I just came back to the conversation between you two. What are you guys talking about? I will go through your messages, I think, probably after the stream, because it's basically time to stream end.
I can't feel the earth. I can't feel the earth. All right, an autograph.
Still remember? Star Wars games. Star Wars games. Amara's here. Alright. Alright. Well, I guess I might end up leaving that there then. That's not good as time as any. After the fight. Yeah, Scott, that fight was actually kind of cool. I like it. As a raid, didn't do much. You'll be jumping in VC? Yeah, I might jump in there in a bit. Might head off. Looked cool. It's cool, man. You can only, there's also a certain firmware you unlock and that boss with only UVHM6. I don't know exactly what it does because I haven't read up on it, but I'm trying to unlock UVHM6 and then go back in there. I was on UVHM5, by the way, for that fight. And it wasn't that bad. But me, you, and whoever else wants to play, we'll have to go through and play that boss a couple of times. Just go through and play him. Maybe when the game is a little bit more exciting again, or at least everyone has time. We'll see. We'll see. I am probably gonna end up playing Minecraft tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow because I won't be able to do it Wednesday. And then Thursday's Christmas. Friday, possibly, I might be able to stream something. But for sure, tomorrow. And then Wednesday and Thursday, no stream. So, hopefully I'll see you, Sky, in here tomorrow. I'm going to probably play more Minecraft. Because I got to go back and start doing some more stuff. I got to continue and complete it eventually, you know? Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Scott, for hanging out and stopping by. You said you were driving to work, so I hope this tonight has a good work for you. Hopefully it's not too awful. You don't gotta deal with anyone crazy. Thank you, Inquisitor, for hanging out and keeping me company. Talking about stuff. I'm gonna be jumping in VC. That way I can talk a little bit more. Let me scroll up a little bit. Maybe D3, but Sony's probably hesitating because that would make the purchase just a purchase of the IP where they. Yep. Bungie, the studio would have to make more problems happen. Yep. So just to move everyone over to the studios like Microsoft. Okay. Describe something that they could place Bungie as well. Many AAA studios treat goodwill as currency. Knights of the Old Republic. Then you guys started talking about Star Wars. Okay. Well, I hope everyone has a good rest of your night. I'll talk to you guys some other time. So, see you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Bye.